500 years ago, a strange disease took over an entire city. Even today, science has failed to identify its exact cause or nature. People were dancing like mad, their eyes empty and devoid of any emotion. Yet they danced with such intensity that their feet became swollen and blistered. But still, they continued. When someone could no longer dance, they would collapse unconscious or die from heart failure. And yet, the others continued to dance, dying as they danced and dancing as they died. But let's pause for a moment. 4 months before this mass dancing began, on July 14, 1518, a young woman stepped out of her home and began dancing uncontrollably. There was no music, no instruments, yet she danced with incredible fervor. People gathered around, many of whom knew her. She came from a respected family in the city. They tried to ask why she was dancing. Had she received great news, a hidden treasure? But she ignored every question and continued to dance. Even her husband, informed that his wife was dancing wildly in the streets, came to stop her. He tried to take her hand, but she brushed him away, completely absorbed in her dance, as though possessed by some unseen force. Hours passed, morning turned into afternoon, then evening, and still she danced. Her husband tried repeatedly to stop her, but she only collapsed from exhaustion at night. He took her home, fed her, and she eventually regained consciousness, resting for the night. But the next morning, as soon as he left for work, she once again went into the streets and danced relentlessly. Within a week, 3 more women in her neighborhood began dancing uncontrollably, joining her. Soon, men too started dancing. This epidemic spread rapidly. Eventually, around 500 people were caught in the same strange frenzy. At that time, medical science was not advanced. Local doctors and healers examined the dancers and concluded that their bodies were overheated. The only cure, they said, was to allow them to dance freely until the fever in their blood subsided. The government even arranged stages and musicians so that the dancers could dance openly and safely. However, the dance mania continued to spread. The dancers began collapsing from exhaustion and heart attacks, yet others carried on, unaware of the deaths around them. The situation worsened, and doctors, healers, and even religious leaders tried various solutions. Some blamed the curse of a holy man, Saint Vitus, claiming that displeasing him had caused this phenomenon. They attempted rituals at his church, but the dancing plague continued unabated. This all occurred in Strasbourg, 1518. The disease became known in history as the dancing plague or dance mania. Thousands of people danced themselves to death over several months. Even today, the true cause remains a mystery. Scientists still cannot fully explain what triggered it or why people were compelled to dance. Interestingly, similar behavior can be observed today on platforms like TikTok, where young people dance uncontrollably in public, seemingly unaware of anything else. Yet, the origins of the 1518 plague remain one of history's strangest mysteries.
Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.